A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Mexico City, in a dramatic turn of events, President Trump's sweeping tariffs on goods imported from Canada and Mexico have sparked immediate retaliation from both neighboring countries, threatening to unravel decades of free trade agreements and disrupt the global supply chain. As of midnight Tuesday, the U.S. is set to impose a hefty 25% tax on all products from Mexico and Canada, with the exception of Canadian oil and gas, which will be taxed at a lower rate of 10%. This unprecedented move has sent shockwaves through the North American economy and raised fears of a full-blown trade war. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau wasted no time in announcing his country's response, declaring that Canada would impose 25% tariffs on $20 billion worth of U.S. goods, specifically targeting products from Republican-controlled states. Trudeau indicated that this is just the beginning, as a broader round of tariffs could be implemented in 3 weeks' time. In a bold statement, he emphasized, "Canada will not let this unjustified decision go unanswered," highlighting the potential repercussions for American consumers, including higher prices for groceries, gas, and cars. Meanwhile, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has also vowed to retaliate, although she has chosen to withhold specific details about the targeted products until a public event scheduled for Sunday in Mexico City. Sheinbaum expressed her discontent with the tariffs, stating, "There is no motive, reason, or justification that supports this decision that will affect our people and our nations." The tariffs imposed by Trump are not only limited to Canada and Mexico but also extend to China, which has been hit with a new 10% tax on imports. This latest round of tariffs could have dire consequences for the global economy, with experts warning that prices for essential goods could rise significantly in the U.S. as a result. The intertwined economies of the U.S., Canada, and Mexico have created a complex web of trade dependencies, with these three countries accounting for over 40% of all U.S. imports. Products ranging from food and medicine to cars and electronics are all at risk of becoming more expensive due to these tariffs. Analysts predict that American consumers will begin to notice price increases on fresh produce and other perishable items within days, while other products may see price hikes as inventories are depleted. The automotive industry, in particular, is likely to feel the impact, as U.S. auto manufacturing heavily relies on parts that cross the border multiple times. Gas prices are also expected to rise, especially in regions that depend on Canadian oil. The tariffs not only jeopardize the economic stability of Mexico, which is already facing its largest budget deficit since the 1980s, but they also threaten to exacerbate issues related to migration. Economists warn that any downturn in the Mexican economy could lead to an increase in undocumented workers seeking to enter the U.S. In response to the escalating tensions, China has announced broad new tariffs on U.S. agricultural, dairy, and meat products, further complicating the trade landscape. Trudeau's remarks reflect the growing frustration among Canadian leaders, as he criticized Trump's decision to initiate a trade war with Canada, a country he described as the U.S.'s closest partner and ally. He accused Trump of prioritizing conflict over collaboration, stating, "Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal, but Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do." Trudeau's government is also exploring legal avenues to challenge the U.S. tariffs through the World Trade Organization in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. As tensions rise, Canadian provincial leaders are also considering their own responses, with Ontario Premier Doug Ford suggesting that Canada should leverage its energy resources as a bargaining chip. Ford declared, "If they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything, including cut off their energy with a smile on my face." He warned that such retaliatory measures could have devastating effects on both economies, stating, "It's going to be an absolute disaster for both countries." The unfolding trade war has raised serious questions about the future of North American trade relations and the potential consequences for consumers and businesses alike. As the situation develops, all eyes will be on the negotiations and discussions between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico as leaders seek to navigate this unprecedented challenge. With the stakes higher than ever, the global economic landscape hangs in the balance as these three nations grapple with the repercussions of Trump's tariffs. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.